You can as well send a WhatsApp message or SMS, depending on what is more convenient for you. And we are live on YouTube. Do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel on High Voltage News. Like, comment, and share the videos for others to be part of the conversation and also for you to be part of the community. And as well, we also follow us on Facebook on Vote 104.3 FM. All right, this morning we'll be taking a look at the top stories on today's papers. And we have the Punch paper, the Vanguard, the Sun with us this morning, and the Guardian newspaper. So we're going to be starting with the Punch newspaper. All right, on the Punch newspaper, 2027 elections. Lawmakers protest as NAS okays e-transmission and manual backup. 2027 elections. Lawmakers protest as NAS okays e-transmission manual backup. Outrage as Abaribe leads 14 senators in protest. Minority reps walk away. So minority reps walk out. Okay, that is on the page 2 of the Punch newspaper. Okay, let's see what it's talking about. So the National Assembly yesterday they approved the electronic transmission of election results, but retained the manual collation as a backup. Thus, according to them, in case the network, there's no internet in some of the locations. So in case of this, that the manual backup could be used and every result can be counted. Every result, whether it is electronically or manually, that you're going to be able to get everybody's votes, no matter where you are, no matter your location. So this is the reason that the Senate is giving for approving the electronic transmission and also the manual collation of the results. So the approval caused a lot of debates in the assembly. It caused a lot of debates. There were protests, the opposition lawmakers, and also heated debates in the chambers ahead of these 2027 general elections. And for the protesters, report says that the police even used tear gas on some of the protesters that were protesting against this. All right, so in the Punch reports that what should have been a routine legislative correction to the Electoral Act Amendment Bill instead degenerated into one of the most dramatic sittings of the 10th Assembly, exposing deep partisan fault lines ahead of the 2027 general elections. So in the Senate, 15 lawmakers were against it. They were totally against it. And these 15 lawmakers were led by Senator Eyinaya Abaribe, Senator representing Abia South. Is in ADC, representing Abia South. He stood against the controversial provision in Clause 60 that recognizes the manually completed Form EC8A as the primary source of collation where electronic transmission fails. So even in the House of Representatives, the Minority Caucus staged a walkout accusing the Speaker, the leadership of the Speaker, of frustrating attempts to insist on mandatory real-time electronic transmission. So this is really causing a lot of fights in the National Assembly, and even outside the National Assembly, a lot of persons are against it. Just like I already mentioned, there were protests that had to do with this, the collation of the results, and the protest was joined by the former Minister of Education, Obi Ezekwesili, who has accused lawmakers of attempting to dilute the electoral safeguards. So this is just to show that a lot of Nigerians are against the manual backup of election results, that everything should be done electronically. That is what many Nigerians are demanding. That is what a lot of Nigerians are demanding. But currently, it feels like this is what the National Assembly has decided to do. That yes, they are going with the electronic transmission, but in a particular location where it fails, they are going to use the manual backup. All right, so that is what we have on this particular headline. Okay, and the next headline says Ramadan Lent begin today across the globe. Ramadan Lent begin today across the globe. So millions of Muslims, Christians are entering the fasting season. Yes, today is Ash Wednesday, and I saw a lot of persons on my way to work who already went to collect some ash, and that is it is a season that reminds us that we need to be set apart for some particular period of time and focus on some of the things that are important. So both the Muslims and the Christians are observing the fasting season. Yes, so millions of them around the world, not just in Nigeria, around the world are observing this Ramadan and Lent today. So it's a period of spiritual reflection, fasting, and devotion to respective faiths. Yes. All right, next we see 432 billion naira probe. EFCC extends El-Rufai detention as lawyer pushes for bail. EFCC extends El-Rufai detention as lawyer pushes for bail. 432 billion naira probe. Okay, that is on the page 7 of the Punch newspaper. All right, as of yesterday, while we were reading the headlines, we saw that the El-Rufai was already detained by the EFCC, and according to reports by the Punch newspaper, that DSS is on the standby. So it's just like they are waiting for him to be released by the EFCC, then DSS will take over, because the federal government has filed a charge against him for cyber crime against the security advisor. Yes, cyber crime, yes, against the security advisor. So that is really a big crime, tapping into somebody's phone. Imagine coming out on a national television to say that you were able to tap into this security advisor's phone. And this is one of the reasons the federal government is filing a charge against El-Rufai. So, but the 432 billion naira probe was during his tenure as the governor, and there's been a case of mismanagement. This is allegedly by the EFCC that there was a case of mismanagement during his tenure as a governor. He's going to spend in the EFCC headquarters, I don't know, but he arrived there on Monday. Yesterday, he arrived there on Monday for questioning in connection with the alleged corruption. All right, next on the Punch newspaper, we see Ondo APC chairman beaten as party meeting erupts in chaos. Ondo APC chair beaten as party meeting erupts in chaos. All right, on the page, that is on the page 8. On the page 8 of the Punch newspaper, we see Ondo APC chair beaten as party meeting erupts in chaos. It has an image of, and I saw the video. I saw the video on X, the video of the party chairman that was beaten. Some of the reports by Sowore was saying that this is like a frequent happening in Ondo State, not by the people, but according to his report, that the Ondo State governor has used thugs against the people that he's leading, and that people of Ondo State are no longer happy. And with the comments that I saw under the post, it really revealed that to an extent, this is what they have been saying. This is what has been happening in that state. So I don't know what led to this, but it's not, I don't support this. Yes, it's not supportive for a political leader to be beaten in this manner. Even if there was something wrong that he did, there are other ways that this could have been treated. There are other ways that they would have come by it, but not to beat is a crime. Is a big crime, and if is punishable by law. It's punishable by law. So we really need to be very careful of the things that we do, the actions we take, even when we are angry with the situation of the things going on in the country. We need to be careful of what we do. All right, so next on the Punch newspaper, we see NUPRC moves to end crude thefts with first metering facility. Page 22 of the Punch says NUPRC moves to end crude thefts with first military facility. Okay, and we see cash crunch. Ministers lament as 10 trillion naira capital funding stalls. Cash crunch. Ministers lament as 10 trillion naira capital funding stalls, and MDAs get below 1 trillion naira for 2025 capital projects. Federal government relies on loans. Page 9 of the Punch newspaper. You can read it up if you like to get more stories about this. All right, next on the page 22 of the Punch, we see Nigeria loses 1.76 trillion naira after missing OPEC quota. Nigeria loses 1.76 trillion naira after missing OPEC quota. Page 22 of the Punch newspaper. All right, that is what we have on the front page of the Punch newspaper. And before we move to the next paper, you can call in and share your reaction on the headlines that has been read to you this morning. And the phone lines to call is 0706 048 5853. 0706 048 5853 or 0915 570 8347. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You're welcome. Your name and your location.
My name is Onyeka. I'm calling from MMA.
All right, please go ahead.
Please, I want to give a hint on the first newspaper saying that the Senate
Okay.
is against that. They're saying that the electoral system results is supported for the second election, and also the backup formula, which is the manual transmission. Please, what I'm saying is this is one of their tricks they are using. The Senate, they are using these tricks to make another election again, just like they did in 2023. How can you tell us, Nigerian citizens, that electronic transmission of results in Nigeria cannot be 100% possible? It can't be. They said that if it fails, that the manual backup will be the alternative. Why can't they start now to make sure they sort out the issues that will make sure that the electronic transmission of results every time is not it doesn't have any problem. So why are they giving the excuses of they were going to use manual backup? I mean, these are the tricks they are using to make sure that they win the election again. What I'm saying is that let them, if they're going to be an after effect problem, maybe the transmission of the results is going to have problem. Let them start sorting out the issues they're going to have ahead of time. Now, let the knowledge of all the engineers go into work to make sure that the problems will be solved ahead of time. Let them not using manual backup to deceive us Nigerians again. And again, this is a way of them trying to win the election again, just like they did in 2023. But let them stop deceiving Nigerians and do the right thing. So Nigerians will be happy. How can, the citizens, Nigerian citizens are protesting, and the police are throwing charge and daggers on them. Why should it be so? In other countries, they protest for peaceful protection. They protest peacefully, and the police does not disturb the peaceful protesters of the state. So why should Nigerians why are their leaders not this bad? Why are our leaders trying to make sure that this country cannot amount to anything? So let us sit up and also, make sure that we stay the diversity should stay graced up to make sure that electronic result is transmission in real time in 2027. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Okay, you too can join the conversation on 0706 048 5853 or 0915 570 8347. And we are live on YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel on High Voltage News. Like, comment, share the video for others to be part of the conversation. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, you're welcome. Your name and your location.
This is Barrister Chukwamaka calling from High Court Enugu.
All right, please go ahead.
My heart bleeds. I cry for our democracy.
Mm.
I cry for this country. I cry for our future here in this country. Very obvious. Couple of things. Why did Nigerians agitate for this transmission of results on time? Why did Nigeria reject that manual voting? Now the Senate has brought it back. They have coined it and devised another means of another technical glitches. You and I know, up to today, INEC has not been able to tell us what type of technical glitch they had in the last elections.
Mm.
And you remember the Supreme Court judgment, which led to this agitation. That was what made Nigerians and good representatives, very few good representatives we have there, to begin to ask for this amendment so that we can express another technical glitches.
Mm.
So we can express another surge. Or we can express this kind of it. Can't we get this right? India got their own rights. We were measuring with India, South Africa, and some other places. They got their own rights. It's obvious the so-called our leaders are there for themselves and not for the people. Otherwise, if they are there for people, they will do what the people want. Let me remind them that the only thing that makes difference between military rule and democracy is parliamentarians. Otherwise, we have executive held by the Supreme Military Council. We have our judiciary that is permanent there. So it's only that parliament that makes a difference. And that's the only way people's voice can be heard. We saw how Nigerian police, tear gas them yesterday for a peaceful demonstration led by prominent Nigerians. You remember, this thing goes, what is it, here's a question, so many of them, they were all on the streets, bring back our gas during the Jonathan. They were not tear gas. When current president and the rest of them were on the street, Buhari, Osoyinka, what is the other pastor, they were all on the streets. Nobody tear gas them. We thought our democracy are growing and has come to stay. But what are we now seeing? We are seeing state capture, suppression of citizens' voice. What you just saw yesterday is what going to happen during the election. Haven't provided a proviso that will give them opportunity to rig the election. What you're going to see is where they will tell you that the electronics has failed, and that is why they resorted to manual voting. And that is all. They don't have any explanation for you and me. This is where we find ourselves. And that is why they cannot deliver. Because they fail. These are incompetent leaders. They are very scared of people. They are very scared. Otherwise, okay, you have almost 36 governors in one party. Why are they still scared? Why are they still scared? If they claim to have the 99% of the majority, why are they scared? The INEC has come to tell us that they have coverage of electronic coverage over 97% throughout the whole Nigeria. So what are they talking about? Are they toying with our sensibility, or do they think we don't know what they are doing? They are threatening police to use it to suppress peaceful demonstration. That's exactly what you are seeing. We are moving towards what we had in Uganda, where Museveni had used all the state institutions to crush opposition and has done the country to become his own personal estate. That's where we're heading to. Otherwise, tell me, why should our democracy be like this? Is this how the democracy can grow? I call for debates. For anybody that will tell me that this is not a ploy to read people's votes, how can he now convince people? How can he tell Nigerians to go and vote that their vote counts when there's already an existing evidential fraud to make their vote not to count? Our democracy was murdered yesterday. That is the theme of this night. That is what I can call what I saw yesterday. That's the death of the democracy in Nigeria.
All right, thank you so much. All right, you two can join the conversation on 0706-048-5853. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Andele.
You're welcome. Your name and your location.
This is Akeman of Electrical calling from it.
All right, please go ahead.
The issue of Erufan, the APC person that was speaking yesterday, that's him, he made the one that I down. Because anyone who trains python should be ready to be swallowed by the python one day. That is by the way. Then coming to the issue of e-transmission, Kewezioko is that the RISCO are not telling us what they really want to do with our vote after we voted in 2027. And if they are not afraid of the masses and what will happen when the masses vote the right candidates, why are they backing up with manual voting? They should allow the e-transmission to be carried out, and because there is no place in this Nigeria now that you not stay and make phone call. And anywhere you can stay and make phone call, there's enough network there to transmit any vote that is being conducted there. That even when you see these people now, even in the state capital, even in government house, that day if you go to Oza, you still see manual voting. You go there, you see it. I'm telling you. And it will be something that will be used throughout the election. This e-transmission will not work. They will not implement it. They will not allow it to work. It is the manual they will use. They will only bring that one as camouflage. Nigeria, we have outgrown this level. I have to give her in our cup. This is not what we're supposed to be talking at this 21st century. No country is talking about this thing anymore. I keep on saying it that democracy has not worked in Africa and it can never work. We have to change our system of government. I have to fail here. The military will resume better than this thing we are seeing now. How can peaceful protests be tear gassed yesterday? People were running head and scatter. The House of Rep were protesting inside. There were protests everywhere, and the so-called presidency or whatsoever are not doing anything to see that the people are being their voice is being heard and their choice made, and none it doesn't concern them. The worst Senate president is the current one we have now, I'm telling you. But the God will shame them. Come this 2027, something must definitely change. People must turn. How they fear. That is what I have to say. God bless you.
All right, thank you so much. 0706-048-5853, and you are still listening to High Voltage on Volt 104.3 FM. What is your contribution or reaction to what we are talking about today, to the headlines that you heard this morning? So call in on 0915-570-8347. Hello, good morning.
Morning, Abatosu from Trapenkulo.
You're welcome. Please go ahead.
Number one, I wish I was at a place fight took place in Ondo State yesterday. Against one of the politicians. I wish I was there.
Okay.
For the news for the terrible than as you saw and as you had. Because I like I'm a fan of the WWE. You understand? I like the WWE more than football. So I would have used the man and test my skills there.
You know we don't support fighting. It's wrong. Okay.
Before any wrestler arrives, you go through John Cena. If you fight John Cena before you arrive, so I would have displayed my skills yesterday. That is one. Then coming to Senate and the transmission. Oliver the Cook will already said this thing, after this thing. Him and the people club. He said, what shall we do tomorrow? They say, until they leave till tomorrow before, one will know what to do. And again, you also in another direction, come with another one that is the only tree that is here that they will cut it off with stand work them. If not tree, any other thing will make move. Even trees. So, all the then, what am I saying? Nigerians have understood, it's clearly to them now that the APC, they will ring the next election. If at all, even I myself, if that election matters, any person that is tell you that is sure that the election will take place in next year, that person is not sincere. And he shouldn't say so because he knows tomorrow as I'm saying. But again, by paraventure, the election took place in next year. Knowing full well that these people will ring it again, from now to then you prepare yourself. Prepare. Take now to prepare yourself so that when you reach that time, they wanted to repeat they ring yourself in as you already indicate. And the Nigerians will do what God will not come down and do for them. He said God will do this to the people through Apostle Paul in the scripture. It's Nigerians that through them that will take power from these people that is power in their hands now that they are not using it for the good of the people. They can't just keep on silent, watching as if they know the going on. They need to continue to get rich and while the poor are continue. So the thing is just it's not something that is, I keep on saying this, it's not something that every day will come as a situation. The already see that APC is not sure of themselves winning the election upon all the whole
defection
they are making. They are making. So now really they want the election. So people should, number one, pray to God to keep them alive the next year. Pattern life to me, somebody might have pattern is even much better for that person than the living. Because life is not the sweet. And those that life keep the next year. We are, yes, none of us are happy. Yes. Yes. And we are all spoken well. You understand? And pour out our freedom. The problem is that people we are falling out our freedom are adamant of adamant listening to our voice. You understand? Let me tell you, the only time democracy practice in Nigeria is democracy comes to Nigeria is during the time of Yar'Adua.
Okay.
It's the time Nigeria enjoy democracy. And that democracy started continuing during the time of Jonathan. But the fighters and then the charlatans, they know that it won't happen like that because it's benefiting the masses more than them. You understand? And then some of the politicians that are also benefiting from it then, the good ones that time are overshadowed. You understand? With this bypass, the setup. So now they are calling towards democracy. Why is autocracy? Understand? I want to say that the fear of US troops is the reason why they didn't shock anybody during the protest in Abuja.
Okay.
If not that the president of the United States America is now in Nigeria. Look, let me tell you, what you will be hearing now, it will not be related to 20,000 matters. It will be in Abuja, Kwataki.
Mm.
Understand? You gunshots would have rise yesterday because what the masses are protesting is against their rules, against their motives, against their plans. Understand?
Mm.
But you see it now. For me, I'm not going to protest. I won't even support those people that will protest because if they voted for this transition now,
Mm.
they will manipulate network that day. I'm telling you, it's not simple. See, Nigeria is the only country the dead, the dead, the dead rule, the dead go to market, the dead, even the dead one still is slapping, do anything. It's a dead person, you know. It's only Nigeria that impossible can be possible. You will see them manipulate. In fact, look, let me tell you now, we are still underground meeting with the network providers because of this protest now. You understand?
Mm.
If they come out tomorrow and say, okay, let us agree with the masses, what they are saying, look, let me tell Nigeria and tell you this and tell you that today that network will be broken that day. And they will manipulate the network, and because of the network provider, they will shut the network down and still read the election. So what are we supposed to do? It's not just to go there talk about this. It's to come in protect against this bad government that they should not even come out. They will end this now. And I still say that this is the opportunity because of the presence of the United States now in Nigeria. Because they are seeing everything now.
Mm.
That kind of thing that happened to make it okay is reckless shooting will not repeat itself this moment. Because they are all afraid of the United States of what will happen. You can hear that they told them the eight accounts of leaders, not leaders.
Yes, they are linked to Boko Haram and.
Okay.
Mm.
Those people, they frozen their assets and they sponsor terrorism.
Mm. Mm.
You understand? Okay, if they can frozen their account, they know those people. Look, their eyes are here. They are watching what is happening.
Mm.
You understand? So I am urging my brothers and sisters to use this opportunity now and declare what we want and come out and declare and say this is what we want. The world are watching, friends are watching, everyone are watching. They are watching. It won't be like that before. You understand? It won't be like that before. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much. Okay, we still have enough time. 0706-048-5853, and this is High Voltage on Volt 104.3 FM. Hello, good morning.
Good morning once again.
All right.
My name is Amazima Kosori.
Okay, please go ahead.
Yes. I want to use this video and those who are listening. MCM, Airtel, Group, and others. There was a statement they dropped yesterday, right?
Mm.
They said that the Nigerian government should not use them as an excuse because they are trying all their possible best. They mentioned one or two states in North. The reason they mentioned that place is because of the vandalism and the terrorism going on. That is why some of their workers cannot go there and maintain or service their equipment that is there. Which man and woman knows that they will not come in. But it is not the two states they are mentioned. It's not the whole local government in that state. It's not the whole local government in that state. So I don't see the reason why that those states will not be happening. Since the Nigerian government did not want to agree or want to pass it. It's very unfortunate. Just like my brother who is to class, doesn't want to speak on that. Yes, it's because of the president in Nigeria. That is why the push should be yesterday. Then funny how it can be that you wake up in the morning and you see the news that obviously the person has been suicided in Abuja and she passed away. How do you feel? How do you feel you want such to how can you feel? Can you go to feel good? I cannot feel good now. That is when the protest go in the highway. Somebody like my grandmama, anybody with that rapper or waste. I see when the protest to do that all supposed to die once. They just make a big grave so that the colonial when I will get. What happened then? The DOC is one state. So take over the country. The country is going into grave. This country is going to be a keep part of my state. We are suffering as violence. We are living in our life. Take the army to. I'm supporting army to take over this morning.
All right.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much. Okay, you've been listening to High Voltage on Volt 104.3 FM. And today, from what most of the callers have been saying, yes, Nigerians, for those who have taken to the streets, who are protesting, and also for those in the National Assembly, most of the Nigerians are totally against the manual backup because they feel that it is going to be an excuse for the Nigerian government or INEC or to tell us that, okay, during this election, on the day of election, there was network issue and all that. So Nigerians are urging the National Assembly to find a better way. And what they're demanding is electronic transmission of results and nothing about manual backup. So Nigeria should be able to fund anything that is needed, all the equipment that is needed for a successful election in 2027. So this is what Nigerians demand from the government, from the National Assembly, from the lawmakers. They are demanding for a free and fair election in 2027. Because of time, this is where we are going to end it this morning. Thank you for being part of High Voltage. Thank you for calling in. Join us again tomorrow by 9 a.m. for more of the news, for more of your voices. My name is Adeline. Have a wonderful day ahead.
As you never follow us for Facebook, wetin you gain? Just tell me, wetin you gain? Oh yeah, sorry nah. That's why they play with you again, sorry. Make I come dey shout for my destiny helper. No nah. Oh yeah, abeg, I dey beg you. Carry your phone. Open Facebook. Oh yeah, open Facebook. Oh yeah, search for Volt 104.3 FM. Abi don't know how to spell it. Abi spell it for you. VOLT 104.3 FM. That is Volt 104.3 FM. Finish. Follow us. Oh yeah, press on. Web. Thank you, don't mention.
Volt 104.3 FM. Life is sad. Life may not be perfect. Your sense of humor can be. Laugh through the challenges and you find strength. Volt 104.3 FM. It's about to get welcome to the show and a presenter that won't stop giving it their all. Hi, my name is Ogio, your pilot one, and I'm passing the mic to the one that has current affairs in her palms.
Hello, everyone. My name is Odili, and I'm passing the mic to the judge and peacemaker in Volt FM Sports.
I am Godwin, and I'm passing the mic to the Igbo culture expert giving us cultural gist.
Today, we're going on a Gamonte. I found Bantichinazo. Actually, may pass the mic to Funya Nade Kwekweni John. Manobo Jembe Milo.
What's up, my people? I go by the name Nonto with the magic voice, aka King of Badbele United, and I'm passing the mic to one person who they give
for anything right talk at all. Hi, Vo family. My name is John, and I'm passing the mic to the driver.